How tall's her house? I think I need math in this shit.
Round your city, round the clock. Everybody needs you. No, you can't make everybody equal. Although you got buku family, you don't even got nobody being honest with you. Breathe till I evaporate. My whole body see-through, transportation handmade. And I know it better than most people. I don't trust them anyways. You can't break the law with them. Get some good shit, have a calm night. Shooters killing left and right. Working through your worst night. If I get my money right.
Maybe something's not right. I'm overreacting, right? Bro, you're obviously overreacting. Look what you did. Who is Joe? I actually found out who Joe is. Joe Mama. What does that mean? You literally didn't learn anything from math, bro. Where are you going? I gotta be better at math. So yeah, I hope you like the skit that I made. Totally improvised and very rhetorical question that I made, even though I don't know what rhetorical means. So I will give an example of how trigonometry can solve the question of how tall is my house. Yeah.
Good morning, afternoon, evening, winter to you everyone. My name is Dan the student, or Dan Kiming, whatever you prefer. I'm currently talking to a wall, but hopefully if you're watching, please pay attention. My presentation will be granted by the sacred title givers as I deem it structures, geometry, and trigonometry. There are numbers and angles scattered through the page, so I hope you know where we are getting at. My presentation will contain examples of real-life trigonometry problems, and I will revise you the terms I will use in case you will be confused. Let's go! Alright, angles in trigonometry. There are two types of angles in trigonometry. They are angles of elevation and angles of depression. Both angles are formed when a person or an object looks down or up, and they are both components of trigonometry. Both are important for conducting our problem solving, so please pay attention to them. First on our list is the angle of trigonometry, elevation. The angle formed when the line of sight looks above the horizontal line of sight. You can look at the illustration beside it to further stimulate your understanding. Main example of angles of elevation is, for example, you are at the ground and you are looking at the airplane above you. That forms an angle of elevation. In our list is angle of trigonometry. Depression. God, I'm so sorry. The angle of depression is the angle formed when the person or object is looking down the horizontal line of sight. Please look at this illustration if you're still confused. Main example is, for example, you are in the building 50 feet tall, and then you're looking at a kid at the down of the building. Yeah. Oh God, when will the pain end?
Alright, I think I'm all good. Let's now go on to the real life trigonometry problems.
Alright, let's go on to the first example. First example is, let's say my view looking up, or the angle of elevation for a point 35 feet from the base of our house on level ground to the top of our house is 40 degrees. What is the height of our house? That is 40 degrees, not 30 degrees. it must have been a typo or something, or maybe I didn't change it. So please, I'm so sorry about that. I apologize. You can also see that it forms sort of a right triangle. So yeah, this is actually fascinating about trigonometry. I don't know. I think I'm the only one fascinated. Alright, I think it's just me. Before we go on to the first step of answering the problem, let's go talk about the trigonometry ratio, the tangent. The right angle, the tangent of an angle is the length of the opposite side divided by the length of the adjacent side. The formula is tan angle degree equals to opposite over adjacent. You can see that the triangle illustration right there, you can use that as an example. Yeah. Let's go! Just setting up the trigonometry ratio, the formula. This is the definition of tangent. So 40 is the angle of degree, then opposite, then adjacent. Yeah, you know where I'm going in. So if you're still confused, just pause right here. There are more detailed parts of it. Yeah. So if you're not confused, let's go on to step 2. Yeah! Step mother flipping 2. So tan is tangent again, then angle of degree. H is then replaced from the opposite because H is missing, so we're going to find that. That is the missing value opposite side. The 35 was then switched to the adjacent because that is the length or the measurement of the adjacent side. So here's our progress so far. We just added the values and yeah, we just added the values. I think that's just it. Yeah. Wait, what? Yep. Yeah, we are finally at step 3. We're getting close to victory. So yeah, this is the setup and the blueprint for our computation. We are going to use a calculator when doing this. So yeah, here's the formula on how we're going to solve it. Yep, you can use a calculator to like make it easy. So here's like more label parts. H is the missing height, then adjacent, then tangent, then angle of degree, then approximately equals, and then 29.3 is the final answer, the height of the house. Yes sir, sheesh! And finally 29.3 feet is the final answer, the height of the house. We're gonna have another example, and this time we are going to use angle of depression. Alright gamers, Tyrone finally values mathematics and projectile science and applied it to Call of Duty Mobile. Tyrone's calculation finalized on his position to be 125 feet higher than his opponents and forms an angle of 60 degrees when looking down. The average distance of a one-shot kill is 90 feet. What's the distance of Tyrone to his opponent? Will it be a hit mark or nah? Because it's so long, I'm just going to simplify it. We're just going to find the distance of Tyrone to his opponent. Yeah, that's it. I know, this is Call of Duty related. It's not related to real life, but it is. You're gonna play Call of Duty, you're going to identify if it's a hit mark or not, so you're going to find the correct distance. You know what I'm saying. Before we go on to the first example, let's talk about the trigonometry ratio, sine or sin. In a right angle triangle, the sine of an angle is the length of the side opposite the angle divided by the length of the hypotenuse. The formula is sin angle degree equals to opposite then hypotenuse. The first example of the problem solving is not so different from this one. We just used the definition of sin. Here's the illustration of the labeled parts for the solution. Just like before, we are going to add the values of the hypotenuse and the opposite side of the triangle. And then we calculated, and the final answer is 108 feet. Finally, we get the final answer. 108 feet is the distance of Tyrone to his opponent. And yes, it is indeed a certified Call of Duty classic hit mark. And finally, for the segment nobody likes, bonus math. So yeah, bonus math. What about the height of Burj Khalifa? There's no need for that because Google exists. Yep, Google. Yeah, Google exists. 830 meters to tip, or 2,723.1 feet. Yep. Yes sir. And yes, we are done. Thank you for listening. God bless and have a happy summer. Stay safe, y'all. Don't be for the streets and wubba lubba dub dub.
So yeah, that's all for today, guys. I hope you learned. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you learned something. And oh, what's up, man? What's up, Dan? So good to know that you learned something about math and you like made the bidding. Yeah. Oh, thanks, man. Fist bump? Yeah, sure, why not? Yeah.
Round your city, round the clock. Everybody needs you. No, you can't make everybody equal.